What's going on, guys? So a question a lot of people have been asking me is, am I going to stay with Big Red? This is my 2017 Ford F450 King Ranch, or am I going to be upgrading to a 2020 Ford F450? That is a very interesting question, and it's one that I've put a lot of thought into. However, it may not be the answer you want to hear. So guys, hang tight. I'll be right back. So first off, Big Red finally got a bath. It's been 3 months since I've washed my truck and finally got around to doing it. I actually had one of my cousins over and he helped me and I paid him a little bit of money to do it. This is by far the best truck I've ever owned. There are a lot of reasons why I like this truck, and there are a lot of reasons why I might stay with this truck for a while. First of all, I recently did a video and I showed some of the differences between the 2019 F350 versus a 2020 F350 dually. And I noted that, of course, the headlights and grille, as well as the taillights and the tailgate, and the ride height is different on the 2020, as well as, of course, the power output and torque. That truck produces a tremendous amount of power, and in a lot of the videos that people have produced on it thus far, they show that the numbers are pretty close to being accurate, even at the wheels. So generally, the amount of power put out at the crank is going to be much lower than what the number is going to be at the wheels. And I believe that people have been pretty impressed with how close those numbers are compared to what Ford advertises in the new 2020 Power Stroke. Now, all that being said, do I think 900 plus pound-feet of torque and 400 plus horsepower that my truck has is enough? And the answer is absolutely. I've never been in a scenario where I've towed anything that I felt like the truck was underpowered or didn't have enough power to accomplish the task with ease. And I feel that way about pretty much all the modern diesel trucks that are out there. Now, I know there are a lot of people who have upgraded from the 2017 Super Duty already to the 2020 model, and they've made a lot of really great comments about how the 2020 model performs compared to the 2017, 2018, or 2019, and especially with that 10-speed automatic torque shift transmission that you get on the 2020 Super Duty. All that being said, I'm very, very happy with the overall performance of my truck right now. Now, one thing that I'm a little concerned about if I were to upgrade it to a 2020 model is the fact that Ford has done very, very few overall cosmetic changes to the 2020 truck. The engine transmission is largely the most significant change. And something to think about when you're thinking about those changes are, in about 2 to 3 years, what is Ford going to do to the next version of the Super Duty? Are they going to change the sync system, which is the navigation infotainment system? Are they going to change some of the interior controls? What are they going to do to make the truck stand out in 2 to 3 more years? And if I trade this truck in for a relatively similar truck, just being a 2020 model with more horsepower, more torque, possibly a better front lighting system, a different grille, different tailgate and rear lights, but largely being a very similar truck, am I going to regret that when 3 years goes by and they have an entirely different or more significantly changed body style and interior? I really want to see what they're going to do past 2020. My goal is to see what happens in 2022 or 2023. And because my truck has under 30,000 miles on it, I don't necessarily feel that mileage is a factor in upgrading my truck at this point. My truck can go much, much longer without me worrying about the engine transmission or any other mechanical issue affecting the truck. The truck has been very, very reliable. Occasionally, I've had a few small issues, but those issues are things that I've never really even had to take it to the dealership for, or if I just turn the truck off and back on, it resets those issues. I think the number one issue I've had with this truck is the fact that the multi-contour massaging seat function sometimes doesn't work well. So when I want to show it off to somebody who's riding with me, sometimes it doesn't work, and I have to wait a while or I have to turn the truck off off, wait a while, turn it back on, and then it starts functioning. But that's not a feature I really use, and most of the time I forget I even have it. It's just one that's kind of cool to show people who might be riding with you. In 2023, it's going to be interesting to see what changes hit the new Super Duties. Again, I think that from an engine transmission perspective, I'm in good shape with what I have. I don't necessarily feel the need to go to something more powerful at this point. Again, I have over 900 pound-feet of torque and over 400 horsepower, which in my opinion is still more than enough for anything I would use this truck for. Even hauling the larger, heavier fifth wheels that are out there, I think I'm in good shape. Now, if I were hauling a 33,000 gross vehicle weight rated gooseneck trailer hauling equipment over the road every day, I might want that extra power. I might want that 10-speed transmission. In my case, it's just not that important to me at this point. So I think I'm going to stick with this truck for a while longer. Again, there aren't enough cosmetic differences for that to be the big appeal to me. You know, there might actually be a headlight upgrade option for this truck, or the ability for you to swap the grille and headlights onto this truck in the future. I'm not too worried about the bumper change to the front, simply because the bumper would be coming off anyways, and I'd likely be installing the road armor bumper onto a new truck if I had it. So again, there aren't enough changes for 2020 for me to say I need to get rid of my 2017 with low miles and move to a 2020 model truck. But I definitely want to hear from you all. What do you all think? Would you guys upgrade? Would you guys stay with what you had? Is the 2020 model a significant enough upgrade for you to consider trading? Leave a comment below. I'd really like to hear your opinion. Speaking of cool trucks, check out this new 2020 GMC Pickup Truck. This is the Elevation X31 off-road package with the 5.3-liter V8. This is a very good-looking truck. And this is one of the newer offerings from GMC. And it's actually a pretty affordable truck, too. So this isn't one of those vehicles that you can expect to pay $60,000 for. This is a very, very nice trim package. Looks really good. I love the white and black contrast to it. You can pick up one of these for around $40,000. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very soon.